Sunday morning, 21st of July, I'm going to do a little experiment. I'm going to try to use a Coticule slurry using two little Coticule stones on this marble plate and see if I can get a reasonable finish. I was lucky last time, I got a very good finish, a Coticule I stone finish on one of these horrible things. But this is a very lovely one. This is a stainless steel Puma. It's the Puma 68. It's a 5/8 inox. And I've tried 3 different ways. I've tried so many times to get a really good shave from it. I know its potential is there, but I can't bring the potential out unless I use something very different. So let's try a Coticule slurry on marble and see what happens. Here we go. Get a little slurry going. This may take a while. I should have used a bigger stone, but I thought these little slurry stones need using on a more regular basis. And this is only an experiment, chaps. So if it doesn't work, I'll go back to other methods. So I'll drive up this Coticule slurry. These are 2 radically different little slurry stones. I'm sure they're from different veins. They don't seem to have any manganese in them. I think one is a more modern than the other, but I don't think it really matters. What we're looking for is a slurry with a little bit of garnet in it and not going too crazy. So I think we're nearly there. Yeah, that's getting there. And then we'll apply to this rather lovely little razor. Small stainless steel razors are the bane of my life. I just have no love for them. A big stainless steel razor, yeah, I think almost anyone can hone and get a good edge on a big stainless steel razor. But a small one, wish you luck. I'm not going to try rubbing on this marble because the marble actually has quite a nice polished surface to it. This is a marble chef's cutting board, so I don't really want to ingrain the little garnets into the surface. So I reckon that will probably be enough. So it's a fairly fine slurry. Let's hope it works. If it do work, I shall be very pleased, because this is a beautiful razor. As you can see, it's got a full gold panel. It does say quite clearly, Puma Inox Special. But it ain't very special for me if it doesn't shave. So, let's see. First thing I notice is what a very, very, very smooth feel. Far smoother than if this were just on a Coticule main stone. Obviously I'm not expecting to see miracles here, but I'm just hoping that I don't pick up any of the underlying marble. I'm not sure on a scale how hard marble is in comparison, but as far as I can feel, marble is good and hard. The alternative way would be to do it on a black Arkansas. The only trouble with black Arkansas is, again, extremely hard. And again, I don't really want to contaminate the black Arkansas with these little bits of garnet, which is inevitably going to happen. But we'll see what happens. I think I'd like a slightly thicker slurry, so let's go back and just do a little bit more. Otherwise we might be wasting our time. This is all assuming that it works. It may not. So here we are, Sunday morning. I've got 15 minutes maximum to get this done because I'm due to meet Gianluca on the seafront here in Littlehampton, and we're going to have a skate, which is, if anybody else from my little group turns up, good. If not, I'm not worried. Luca is wonderful company. That's not a bad little slurry, actually. Well, 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 look at that. Nice. Quite happy with that. Let's see how it feels. Wipe off my fingers. Definitely feels smoother than if this were on a Coticule. This is only experiment. I'll give this a few minutes, a few more laps, and then what I shall do is try a couple of tests. One, of course, will be the thumbnail, but this already has a good edge on it. Yeah, it's there. I just want a better edge. I don't trust stainless steel. Try a few different movements. Half strokes. Rotary strokes. I think the rotary strokes are my favourite at the moment. I think they're the best way to really remove quite a lot of steel. Right, let's have another feel. Thumb pad test is not my favourite. I've no idea how long I should be applying this, so what I might do, chaps, is just give this a couple of tests, halt the video, and then we'll see. Anyway, so I'm going to put it on pause for now. Hopefully I can do that. If it will work, probably won't. Right, chaps, I'm back, and this time I'm going to do a compound bevel because I don't think this was cutting too well. So I've taped the spine. This will give me a slightly different bevel, and hopefully the final edge will be better. So let's find out. As I've already explained, I hope, I put about 3 different types of finisher on this edge. At the last one, I believe I'm right in saying, was a very fine stone indeed. It was a Thuringian. I got a little tiny baby Thuringian in a wooden box, and even that didn't help. So I think as my last shave with a nice big J.A.Henckels, no, nice little J.A.Henckels worked very, very well off a Coticule. So let's hope the same thing's going to happen here. In fact, I'm going to be a little bit brutal. I'll give it a quick glance in a minute because I feel this is cutting now. I'm going to be a bit brutal. I'm going to check quickly with my little toy microscope, and if there's any sign of a decent what I call sandblasted edge, then I think I'll be happy. Now I'm going to say that this is very slightly going grey. There's white. That's pure white from the Coticule slurry. So let's hope I'm on the right track. I can definitely feel that there is a cutting feel to it now. Yeah, that's definitely cutting steel. So compound bevel seems to be another good alternative. If you're a bit unhappy with your flat bevel, then yeah, put a layer of tape or even 2 layers of tape and produce a compound. Now let's have a little look. Give it a quick check and I'll see if I can see any of the magic which a Coticule usually gives. There's my little handheld binocular microscope. Oh yeah, oh yeah, we have a beautiful sandblasted edge. That's done it as far as I'm concerned. That is going to be at last a decent razor. So let's do the delicate method ish, if you can call that. I mean, I'm doing it on marble, for God's sake. Let's thin this slurry down. In fact, I'm going to take a tip here from a very, very great master of honing, our friend Eric, the Cajun Blade. And I'm going to add a very small amount of this glycerol. Just a tiny bit. Little bit of glycerol. Percentage wise, God knows, not very much, but that is going to give it that little bit of a finer polish. So we now have a quite a thin slurry. In fact, we have a very thin slurry. Oh yeah, that is gliding. I'm not a great believer in over honing, so I think I'm just going to do a few laps. I don't think I'd be very wise to go straight onto water because I'm uncertain of this underlying marble or granite. It could be granite, what do I know? But I think it's marble. Beautiful piece of stone and cheap as chips. You can pick up one of these granite stroke marble, highly polished, very nice cutting boards, if you want to call them that. Very, very cheap. I got this off a company on eBay, and I've got to say, I suppose this is about 1/100th the price of a decent quality J-net. I mean, a J-net of this size would probably cost you, I don't know, the price of a new car. So this is a piece of very nice, high grade, highly polished marble. And I think we're there. I'm not going to spend a huge amount of time on a project where I don't have the greatest faith. But that feels good. As others far more wise than me have already said, if you can gauge your feedback from the steel, that helps enormously. And I'm not a counter when it comes to experiment. You know, you don't count the strokes on an experiment, it's pointless. But this is just giving me an idea. So here we are with now hardly any slurry at all, very light strokes. I still use 2 hands because it gives us such an even pressure. I've seen too many blades wrecked by people doing a fast one-hand honing, and all it does is it biases usually towards the toe, and so you get these weird looking blades, especially from Japan, where you have a tremendous amount of hone wear. You look down the spine and it's like 1/8 of an inch of hone wear on one part and next to nothing on another. So we don't want to do that, because these are going to be eventually valued by people like ourselves as being exquisite and rare sheathing implements. That's going to do. As you can see, there's virtually no slurry there now. I'm not going to claim I could feel perfect stickiness for a simple reason. I've got a tape on the spine, but there it is. There's the buff side, and there's the shiny side. What a pleasure! there is some remaining runoff. And without further ado, I'm going to call that a day. I'm going to give this a damn good stropping, and later today I'll shave with it. So anyway, chaps, I hope this is vaguely amusing. This is Martin's Test Shaves, and please subscribe, because I'm always doing mad things, and all I'm about is steel and edges. I know very little about anything else. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Thank you if you're subscribing, and we'll do more. I'm going to shave with this later today. I'll do another video. Bye for now.